In this video, we will be looking at various tools on decompiling and compiling applications. So in this video, we will be looking at these four tools. Okay, so you can use any applications to do this, and I will be using this APK for this VLC player. So I will just provide the link in the resource section, so you can just use that. So firstly, we'll be looking at the EasyAPK tool. I already said that this tool is very easy to use and it's quite popular nowadays. So I guess this only works on Windows. So if you are using Linux, you can just use Wine to run this, or you can just use a virtual environment and use a Windows VM and you can just use this tool. Okay, I don't know if there is any alternative to this in Linux. I guess if that doesn't work, you can just use Wine to emulate this. Okay, so let's look at the tool. So it has a pretty neat interface. You can just look at here and you can compile, decompile and also sign it. Okay, and you can just use alignment and install APK, zip APK, extract APK, etc. So let's decompile our application. So this is our application and you can just drag and drop it. So I will just drag and drop here and you can just press on decompile. Okay, so it will take some time and it will slowly decompile. So let me pause the video for now. Installation was successful, and one thing to note is you need to install Java runtime in order to run this tool. Okay, so you need to install that on your PC or your laptop. You need to install JRE on your system. Okay, so if you look at here, it says decompilation successful, and you can just navigate to the folder and you will see this decompiled APKs. Okay, if you navigate to that, we can see the decompiled APK. So this is our application and this is the decompilation. Okay, so we can see the app manifest.xml and these are our smally classes. Okay, so it will not give a Java text class, it will be decompiling into smally. Okay, so these are smally codes, so you can look at here, it's all smally. Let's look at one on our, let's look it up in our notepad. So you can use notepad or whatever if you want. So I'll be just sticking around with notepad. So as you can see here, these are our smally. Okay, so if you look at this one, okay, so we can see that these are all smally. And let us go back. Okay, and this is our assets, and you can also look at the here, it's a Kotlin folder, and we can go back. We can also look at the resources. So this folder will contain the icons and stuff. And let's scroll down so we can see the XML. And if we just look in the values, where is the values? Okay, so values, you can see the strings. Okay, you can see the strings.xml. If you are doing CTF and stuff, you should mainly look it into the strings. Okay, so there will be a lot of defined strings in the strings.xml. And let me go back. So this is the decompiled form of our VLC player. Okay, so it was very easy, and if you look at the tool, and it is showing us the log output. Okay, it is using this APK tool to decompile this application. Okay, and you can just similarly use our normal APK tool. I guess this is very easier as this have a plain interface, and you can just look at here options. Okay, you can also look at the options, change the path of the decompilation or etc. And okay, so this is all for this tool, and let's compile our decompiled application once again. Okay, To compile this, you can just click on this select decompiled APK and go to our path, which is on desktop, and we can find the desktop here. Desktop, and we can go to our folder names Android, and this is in the EasyAPK folder and in the decompiled APK folder. So we can just click on this folder, which is the decompiled folder of our APK, and press OK. Okay, and now press on compile to compile this. So press on compile, so it will compile this smally and everything into a APK. Okay, so I will just pause this video once again, and our APK has been successfully recompiled again. So you can find that in our recompiled folder. So in this folder, now in this second folder, and if you click on that, you can see our APK. So this, if you try to install this will not work because it is not signed. But I guess with this version, it says sign successful. I guess it will already sign this when we compile this once again. So even if that doesn't work, you can just sign it using this. Okay, let me show you, and we can just drag and drop this, and you can just sign the APK. Okay, you can just click on this and it will sign it. Okay, let me go here. So I think the changes should be overwritten to this file itself. So I think it is already signed. Okay, so you can also zip align this if you want, but I don't want to do that. So this is our APK and it has been signed successfully. If you run it inside your mobile again, it will work without any error. Okay, so that's all for this EasyAPK tool video. Next we will be looking at JADX and other tools.